I'm so excited. You don't understand how excited I am right now. I'm generally giddy about this.
When you went out and bought the Elder Scrolls Skyrim, you must have thought that it would have been like any other game. You'd pop it in, play it for a few hours, and then you'd be able to turn off whatever device you're playing it on and attempt to be a social human. You couldn't have been more wrong. Before you know it, you look out the window, it's dark, and it's a week later. You haven't moved from your chair in at least 7 days, and there's a weird smell coming from, well, everywhere. Like any true gamer, the Elder Scrolls games is stuff of legends, and yes, I even include Oblivion in that statement, with its blocky fighting style and questionable voice acting.
I heard that thieves broke into the Arcane University, the Imperial Legion compound, and the temple all on the same night. Wait a minute, let me do that one again. I heard that thieves broke into the Arcane University, the Imperial Legion compound...
In the 5th edition to the Elder Scrolls game, Skyrim lets you play as the Dragonborn, a being able to kill a dragon and absorb its soul, gaining powerful abilities in which you use to save Skyrim and its people, and powers you definitely don't use for evil.
Who's that?
Someone do something!
With an amazing character creation system in which you can choose your desired race and gender, Skyrim lets you choose your own playstyles as you play the game. Whether you prefer to hack and slash your way through enemies as a warrior, try your hand as the sneaky dagger-wielding rogue, set pretty much everything on fire as the mage, or take out your enemies from a distance as the sharpshooting ranger, there is a class for every playstyle and player. Bethesda goes one step further in developing this playstyle, however, with the introduction of a detailed skill tree. Unlike Oblivion, where the player had to increase their desired skills by reading books, paying trainers, or choosing certain skills in character creation, Skyrim lets you do all that and more with the addition of a fully customizable skill tree that lets you improve and build upon the skills you gain while playing the game. The game lets you explore an immense open world, with a variety of wildlife, mystical creatures, political factions, different tribes, and even some friendly travellers to which you can revel with, then promptly murder. There is something for everyone in this amazingly immersive game. It's not hard to lose yourself in the incredibly detailed world of Skyrim, from its wide open spaces full of seemingly nothing, to the misty mountain areas that hide caves and tombs full of loot. Not to mention the beautifully designed cities and strongholds that are home to Skyrim's many diverse races. Each city is completely different to one another, holding different quests, secrets, and even your very own house. Not only was this game voted Game of the Year in 2011, but it is by far one of the best games of all time, even if you do come across a glitch or two.
Even after 100 hours of gameplay, the player hasn't even scratched the surface of what Skyrim has to offer, with countless side quests that lead you to unexplored areas of the map, many different factions to join such as the Mages Guild, the Companions, and the Dark Brotherhood, and the random side quests that lead you to strange happenings with demons and gods. It's easy to stray from the main quest line of finding out why the dragons have returned to Skyrim and work on becoming the best blacksmith instead. Or maybe you just want to decorate your house with flowers. Or skulls. What makes this game so fresh and new is the introduction of so many simple systems that give you and your character a truly unique feel. With the introduction of the crafting system, it gives the player a chance to create a completely unique hero, giving you the chance of creating your own potions, poisons, weapons, and armor. It's a system that makes you really work for the things you want, frustratingly so. Whether it's an elven lightning sword that you have to craft with an impossible amount of quicksilver, or a full set of armor that gives you worse stats than before, but damn is it pretty.
There is much to be said about the simple but effective combat system. Skyrim gives players the option to choose whether they want to play in first person and see firsthand the destruction they cause, or to play in the highly impractical third person, where it's pretty much impossible to hit anything or anyone. But hey, you didn't spend 3 hours creating the perfect character to never see them, and you do look like a badass in all that Daedric armor. At first we thought this game couldn't get better, but Bethesda proved us wrong by giving us the remastered version, complete with all the DLC, improved environments, and even mods for all us console players out there. So if you do eventually get bored of killing dragons with swords, why not try killing Thomas the Tank Engine with a lightsaber instead? With over 100 mods to install on both the Xbox One and the PS4, some of them practical, some of them funny, and some of them just damn right weird. It's impossible to run out of things to do in this spectacular game. All in all, we here at Horrid Carrot rate this game a well-deserved 10 out of 10.
Bethesda, we salute you.